Hello everyone, my name is Shramoy Kosh. I go by Shri and I'm the 4-H Youth Development Agent in Polk County. Today I'll be discussing the 4-H Food Challenge, its objectives, event details, and how to prepare for this exciting competition. Let's get started. So the objective of the Food Challenge is to provide youth with an opportunity to exhibit their knowledge on food safety and nutrition. It's a comprehensive food-focused team project for youth to work together on food preparation, equipment safety, food safety, nutrition, and for senior youth members, they also work on cost analysis. It also provides them an opportunity to creatively compose and present accurate information in the form of oral presentation. This project aids in developing more than culinary life skills. It incorporates wise use of food resources, planning, and affects their attitudes towards food and cooking. More importantly, preparation methods, and this can lead to healthy dietary habits, food safety, and they learn about safe food handling process. So in a nutshell, some life skills that they develop doing this is critical thinking, culinary skills, marketing skills, teamwork, communication, and much more. So the food challenge has two parts. One is the preparation, which is for 40 minutes, and then is the presentation, which is up to 5 minutes per team. So under preparation, teams of 3 or 4 youth of the same age division participate. So for example, it would be an all senior, all intermediate, or all junior team. They will have a mystery item, they plan, they cook, they clean up, and they prepare their presentation in the 40 minutes. After this 40 minutes, they cannot talk to each other, and the judges during these 40 minutes also walk around and can ask questions. Next is the presentation, which is up to 5 minutes. And this is where the team talks about what they did, how they incorporated safety, nutritional values, and there's a worksheet to help plan the presentation, which we'll get into in a little bit. And the judges can ask follow-up questions on their presentation, and the judges have limited time to do that as well. So here are some food challenge event details. So food categories, appetizers, main dish, side dish, and healthy dessert. So each team will be given a category out of these 4. Again, each age division will have the same kind of category. Now, food preparation, which we talked about, is for 40 minutes. They get the mystery food item. Each team will create an entire dish based on one of the 4 food categories. Judges observe and ask questions, and this is part of their final score as well. And this should be 2 or more servings. And finally, the food presentation part, which is up to 5 minutes. Team present to the judges. All members should participate, and judges may ask questions. On the Florida 4-H Food Challenge website, there are 3 guides available, 2 of which are going to be useful for both volunteers as well as youth. So these are project guides and they go over entirely the whole process. How should they prepare? What are some resources? The things that I'm talking about are pulled from that guide as well. And the Team Captain Guide is what the volunteer can use, an adult volunteer guide as well, and they can help prepare, plan, and answer questions if the youth does have any. Again, the members of the team, they're up to 3 to 4 per team of the same age division, and each team will pay $20 to register. And currently for the Polk County 4-H Food Challenge, the registration is open in 4-H Online. So what's in the box? We talked about this being a food challenge, correct? So all your supplies and equipments and things would be part of the box. So all of these equipments as well as the pantry items would be part of that box. And each team has their own supply box, which includes all of these outlined equipments. And then the pantry items are definitely something that each team should bring. And the idea behind why the teams are responsible for this is to familiarize youth with all the equipments that they are going to use and make them comfortable with those equipment. So for example, hot plate, each member of the team should know how to safely use a hot plate. What are some temperatures that you should be looking? If you have different recipes, how long does it take for you to cook rice if you have to cook rice? You don't have to purchase all these items. The idea is, since it's a team competition, it's a team challenge, that it focus really, really on the team. Each of you can bring some supplies from your household and put together the supply box. Again, the pantry items are a must that you should have. Rest all of these, you should have gloves, you should have most of all of these items in your box because you never know what food category you might be getting. So each age group will have the same food category and the same mystery item to cook. Each group can spend about $3.50 and purchase the items from the grocery store, which will be laid out in a big table. Teams must use all items they have purchased in their recipe that they're going to be cooking. So again, we will provide them with the list of the grocery store and the price of each of the items that are available, and they'll get little coins. So they will have to then, when they are planning, when they have been given their mystery item, that's when they start their planning process. So they'll plan as to what recipe they're making, and then they're going to look at the grocery list and the items in the grocery list, the cost of it, and then decide on purchasing that. Again, once purchased, each item has to be part of that recipe. So the scoring rubric and the judging sheets could also be utilized as a tool for preparing youth and by intentionally showing them what are some things that they will be judged on and what are some things that they should be thinking while also preparing for their presentation. So the preparation scorecard includes teamwork. So the judges, when they're walking around, they will assess for communication skills, shared efforts, safety concerns and practices. They would be assessing knowledge, food safety, personal hygiene. They can observe as well as they can ask some questions while they're walking around. Preparation, correct cooking procedures, completion of this task, and then finally management, use of workspace, use of time, and then clean up. That is part of that preparation, that 40 minutes. Once they're given the mystery item, they have decided, so they plan, they do their grocery, they start preparing their recipes, then they also are preparing their presentation, which there is a worksheet for them to use that will assist in that. And then they're also cleaning up and plating their food. That all happens in that 40 minutes. And then they have another rubric or a judging sheet for their presentation. And these are some of the things that they would be assessed on. Would be application of the knowledge about my plate, dietary guidelines, what are some nutrients, or what their recipe or their dish actually has, demonstration of food safety, equipment safety, creativity, communication skills. It should be each team member should play a role in that presentation. So shared presentation, personal appearance, and then accurate information. And finally on food appearance and quality. Worksheets are essential to creating a great presentation, and utilizing the worksheets can lead to a strong presentation. They can look a little bit intimidating, but the idea is that the youth go through and put all the things on their worksheet that can then help them in putting their presentation together, planning that presentation. So one of the life skills definitely for this food challenge is planning. So while they're doing that preparation, while they're making their recipe, cooking, and stuff, one of the team members could note down all the things that they're putting in that recipe and they can answer these questions. And at the table during their preparation, they will have access to My Plate, all the resources for them to be able to put down those information that's put on the worksheet. But after that 40 minutes is done, they will not have access to the resources. So this is a great tool for the youth to be utilizing while they are doing this. And for senior members, the only difference for this worksheet is that they have to calculate the cost analysis cost per serving. I'm sorry. So the seniors will calculate the cost per serving as well and talk about that in their presentation. So these are the resources that I was just mentioning that would be available, and for the ones that will be available to the youth during their preparation time are listed right here. So the Fight Back, Fight Foodborne Bacteria brochure, Food and Kitchen Safety Fact Sheet, Know Your Nutrients, My Plate. These handouts will be present at the tables for the youth to fill out their worksheets and refer to if they need to prepare for their presentation. Then on the Florida 4-H website that we talked about, the Food Challenge website, you can just type in Florida 4-H Food Challenge and the website would pop up. These are some other resources that are there as well. We talked a little bit right now about how score sheets and rubrics are a great tool, again, and a resource for preparation, so please utilize that as well. And then the youth guide and the adult guide are also part of that website. So this is just an overview of the Polk County 4-H contest. Again, our contest date is November 23rd. Check-in will start at 9:30. That's where we're also going to check your pantry items, your supply box and everything. And one of the things for supply boxes, a recommendation is to have something with wheels so it's easier to carry. The 4-H registration is open through 4-H Online, which is open right now, and the deadline is November 13th. You register as a team. Again, 3 to 4 youth of the same age division, and the cost for a team is $20. So one of you at the registration will pay that $20. You guys can decide on how you'll collect that money from each of you, and then one of you is paying that, and you can pay that using cash or credit card. And then I put together just a little bit of how to participate. So, of course, you're going to gather a team, identify an adult team captain or volunteer that's going to help you if you have any questions, provide you with an opportunity to practice, run some recipes and stuff with you. You are then going to definitely make sure that you register in 4-H Online. Have any questions about this, you can access this video today. I will upload this on YouTube and we'll have a link posted in emails, or I will send that out to on our Facebook as well as to the club leaders. And then practice. Utilize the resources, have printouts of all the resources, handouts and stuff, and practice preparing recipes. And then finally, we would be super excited and we are looking forward for you guys to come compete at the first ever county contest that we're going to have. And then I wanted to share a little bit about the timeline for the different contests and the progression as well. So all 4-H active Polk County junior, intermediate, and senior members are eligible to participate at the county contest, which is going to be November 23rd, 9:30 a.m. check-in. And we are trying to figure out a location because we had to move our location. So the top junior, intermediate, and senior team. One junior, intermediate, and senior team will qualify and proceed to the district contest, which is on January 18th at the Highlands County Extension Office. And from there, that will be the end for our junior kids, which are 8 to 10 years old. Our top intermediate and senior teams from each district will then proceed to the state contest, which is great for us. It is on February 15th and at the Florida State Fairgrounds starting at 10 a.m. And finally, for the national contest, which is held in Dallas, Texas in fall, the first place senior team from the state qualifies to represent Florida. So the state contest would be the end for intermediate, and then the top scoring just one senior team qualifies to represent Florida at the national level. With that, this was just an overview of what the contest is. If you have any questions, please feel free to call me or leave me or send me an email, and I will be happy to answer your questions. Thank you so much.